So let's go into a little bit of psychology of the elements and look at elemental order responses to our environment. So there's in psychology, you have this fight or flight response to shock, or someone attacks you, or in an argument, your order response to that environment. And we break this down to the elements. So a fight response is fire element, that you flare up against a person. A flight response is air element. You want to run, you want to get away from it, you want to escape, you want to move. A contraction, and like when a puppy gets scared, it pees itself. You know, the kidneys go, and then there's urination, and it's, oh, what do I do? And a water response. And then a paralysis, freezing up response, earth element. So these are the extreme unbalanced of the four elemental responses to stress. And then we go to the other end of the scale, where you have exposure to stress, and a person who's trained, the fire response is just simple strength. They're mindful, they're strong, they're balanced, they're harmonious, and they exert strength and protection in a very harmonious, balanced way into the situation. The air element response is to look at the environment, understand it very, very clearly. Look at all the threats, I understand what the best thing to do is. So that mindfulness of the analytical mind spreads and it goes, I know exactly how to deal with the situation. The water response is the healer. That the healer automatically goes, oh no, we don't need any stress, relax, it's okay, calm down. A pyro response. It's very, just heal everything and everyone's happy. So this water response is an autopilot for most women. Not all, but most. It's if you're to generalize, that's women calm situations, where men would be more macho and aggravate situations. And then we go to the earth response of similar to fire, but more pull into the space, calm mindfulness, quiet, I'm not moving my footing, my ground. I'm just going to quietly be here and be a mountain in this situation. And we have degrees of from one extreme to the other. And obviously, if you have a fight response, you want to move from unbalanced fire to very balanced fire in the response, if that's your personality type. Air type, you want to, instead of flight, you want to understand what's the best thing to do. So analysis of the situation. The healer, how do I calm this situation most efficiently? And then the earth person, I'm unmovable, you know, I'm not changing my track. And sometimes that's the best option. And whatever personality type you are, you want to very comfortably be able to move between the elements. You need to be strong, you need to be understand, you need to heal, or you need to just hold your ground and work a way to develop that. So let's say in a corporate environment, you need strong, you need to understand. Let's say you're a counselor, you need to understand and you need healing. Let's say you're in customer service, you need to understand, and the healing has to have a type of compassionate listening to the person, understand what their needs are in sales, and so forth. So you pick which one of those four elements is going to be best for you in that environment and to train it up. And when we look at this from a Kabbalistic point of view, you select the Kabbalistic letter which is most appropriate to your use case, where you're going to receive these stresses. So if it's air element, flight response, in an athletic type situation, it would be letter Z. If it's air element understand response, it will be more letter A. And you select which Kabbalistic frequencies are going to suit the different types of stresses you get exposed to. Then you build the energy, you do the visualizations, you accumulate that energy in the subconscious, and then you expose yourself to the stresses to actually practice it, to practice the mindfulness, to practice putting strength up, you need to be strong, and so forth. And some of these situations are very subject to the environment, that it just happens, and some of these situations are, that's my job to constantly be exposed to these stresses. If it's your job, then you can train it very, very easily and quickly and develop those skills. If it's I just want to learn to protect myself, but I'll never maybe have to protect myself, then you can only do it through visualization rather than physical exposure to develop the correct responses. So this breaking down the elements, you start with the extreme negatives responses, the extreme positive responses. Then you look at your use cases, and then you choose Kabbalistic letters and frequencies that allow you to fuel those positive use cases. You make a plan, you build the energy, and then you expose yourself to the stress, and you act it out until it becomes a habit. Once the subconscious habit permeates the unconscious, and that becomes a part of your personality profile. Okay, let's move on.